a crypto life for me. We're stacking them up. We're making a killing. We're crushing it all day long. We're making the money and pissing them off. Yo ho. Oh, crap. Hey, everybody. Economic Ninja here. We're going to talk about crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, and the Rolex Indicator. Who are these people with all these fancy watches on? Stand by. Let me drink my coffee slow. We're going to talk about watches, the watch prices, and what's coming in crypto. And I'm going to tell you some stories about what happened at the old Bitcoin show. So let's dive into the old pizza box. Oh crap. I got a wardrobe malfunction. This is totally like Janet Jackson, but not attractive. All right, there we go. We're better. All right, here we go. So this story's out of Binance, and speaking of Binance, somebody I know is meeting with CZ in a couple days. I'm a little bummed I can't make it, so just a little shout out to the gentleman doing that. All right, Rolex Market Index signals crypto cycle is far from the peak. Rolex prices peaked in early 2022. I got an embarrassing question for all of you. Type 1 if you've peaked. I bet you I don't see any ones. Amid a crypto market dip, current cycles show a stagnant Rolex index, no signs of euphoria. And the Rolex index may help signal the crypto market tops. What does this have to do? Well, I got to be honest with you. I was at the Bitcoin show this week, and there were a lot of fancy people. I mean, there are people, they only own Bitcoin. And I'm telling you, there ain't no fancier people at a Bitcoin show than the ones that are only Bitcoin maxis. Hold on, stand by. I gotta get something. I'm not prepared. This is embarrassing. And they had fancy watches on. And every once in a while, one of them would come up and they would go, is that? And I go, the purple thing? Yeah, the purple one. It glows in the dark. Super cool. And they would want to talk about watches. I'm like, we are at a Bitcoin show, but that's what they would want to talk about. And so they would ask me, what do you got? And I'm like, I got a Audemars Piguet. It's the one that glows in the dark. It's purple. And it's funny because this is the thing. This is what guys do. They like to wear watches and they like to compare watches, like which one's bigger, heavier, more round. You know, it's awkward. But the thing is you're seeing this watch index still where Rolexes would start to fall off. The Rolex Indicator was actually dropping around September to December. And then it started to pick up as crypto picked up because all these crypto bros were making lots of money. It's disgusting. It says here, this cycle shows no signs of overheating because it says the Rolex market, which tracks the average price of popular Rolex models, serves as an unconventional yet telling indicator of speculative buying. It says, interesting, in the current crypto cycle, the Rolex market has remained stagnant despite Bitcoin's recent rally and renewed interest in the broader crypto market. This is because not just crypto bros buy Rolexes. There's lots of fake YouTubers out there that do it. I just found out, true story. Sorry, I'm a little congested. There is a gentleman, and I am begging for the intel on this, that buys multiple fuselages of private jets. He's located in Southern California, and he goes and finds YouTubers that are all about money, and they rent the fuselage time, there's no wings, for studio time for these fancy YouTubers that want to sell you their courses. I took the total opposite approach. I do all my stuff with cardboard notes, and I live in my vehicle. But isn't it sad that you've got people that are renting a fuselage of a non-airworthy airframe, for lack of better terms, to sell you their luxury lifestyle? I'm so looking for the list of people. I'm on it. If any of you guys know who I'm talking about, who's leasing these fuselages, please email me. I'm going to do an expose. I'm going to hide in a bush with a camera and some cardboard notes. All right. Now, there's another story I want to talk about because the Rolex market is Rolexing over. See what I did there? Because it's sort of churning because demand is soaring on tariff uncertainty. There's a lot of wannabe rich people that are freaking out over Trump's tariff policies. says trade war uncertainty has sparked a surge in buying in the secondary watch market. That's the only one I'd buy in. Why would you pay full price? It's like buying a car. I don't like to buy cars new. If you guys buy used cars, do you buy used cars over new cars? Type used or new. I'm just curious. I've only bought two new cars in my life, and that was for my wife. Yeah, she deserves it. She's got to deal with the Ninja. This watch market on the secondary watch market is driven by a sharp increase in demand in April amid a multi-year downturn. Luxury timepieces, their prices, which peaked in early 2022 because of the crypto move, has since been halved. I mean, people lost half of their money, making a recent surge and all more notable, and hope that the used watch market may have found a bottom. The Bloomberg Subdial Watch Index, which tracks the prices of the 50 most traded watches by value by the secondary market, recorded a huge surge in buying activity in April following end-of-month paychecks. You know what's funny? I was sitting at a table at a Mexican food restaurant the other day with all these awesome YouTubers, these great, amazing people in the finance space. I didn't even know the guy sitting across from me, seriously, was Tom from MySpace. You remember this photo? Yeah, that was Tom. I didn't even know it was him. Couldn't even recognize him because he's gotten older, just like all of us. But everybody had these fancy watches, and the gentleman right next to me kept staring at mine. It's like, what are you looking at? He had a beautiful Rolex on, and you know what's really cool about the gentleman next to me? He's a value investor, and he sits there and tells me, I don't want to say his name, I really think highly of him. I think he's a great young man. I said, where did you get that? And he goes, I bought it used. And he gets really excited when he tells this stuff. This is the coolest thing ever. He goes, did you know that there are only 3,000 of these Rolexes in the world? This is how he talks. Yeah, I love him. Seriously, I think he's so cool. He thinks I'm a weirdo though. I'm just an old weird dude to him. And he goes, it's gold. It's all, what is it, 18 or 22 karat? The gold value is $9,000. And I paid $12,000 for this. That's exactly how he said it. And that to me is a freaking win. That is the kind of person I want to hang out with. That is the kind of guy that's looking less at the looks and who cares what people think. He's looking at the value. He paid a $3,000 premium for the name, and he paid $9,000 for the gold. Amazing. That's how we should all be buying stuff. Look, here's the truth. I'm gonna go buy a Rolls Royce. I just decided the other day. And this is why. And it makes my skin crawl a little bit. It turns into a weird dance. Because I told people from the start with this channel, I said, look, you're gonna see, there's a lot more to me than pizza and stuff. I got substance. But I wanted to wake people up that never believed in themselves, because I had my mom, and not a lot of people have cheerleaders or people that encourage them. And so I started there, and I was talking with all these other people in the finance, educational finance thing, and they're like, Travis, you're screwing up. You're doing low ticket. You should be doing high ticket. I'm like, yeah, but I want to help people. And like, yeah, and I get it. And so I'm like, we're gonna shift, and I'm giving everybody plenty of warning. And the thing is that, you know, with this crypto move, I think a lot of people lost their minds because they didn't understand. Because I used to tell people, I'm like, oh, I used to do trading, and I used to do crypto investing and real estate investing. Well, I didn't say like to the scope. I was hanging out with the other day. Oh, Grant Cardone, bless his heart. Saw him the other day, and I guess you're gonna have to see the interview come out. That one's gonna be interesting. I can't even tell you. Look, I'm going all over the place. First, I want to thank everyone that's been hitting the subscribe button. To subscribe to the weirdest channel on YouTube finance. That's really going somewhere. Hey, real quick, how are we all doing today? Can you say good or bad? I hope none of you are doing bad. There's like, the sun is freaking shining right now. Any of you that have invested in inflation hedges like crypto, silver, gold, you should be really stoked. We are going into, it's not even the caffeine. I've only had like 4 sips. I'm shaking. This is how I am normally. This fall, we're going into more of a crash. Even some of those YouTubers I was hanging out with at dinner, I'd done interviews with them a year and a half ago, and I said, hey, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. And I got to bump their shoulder, hey, have you rewatched the interview? Half that crap's already done. They're like, it has? And I reminded them, like, oh crap, it has. And I'm like, yeah, and you know the really bad stuff? It comes later this year. Even if it doesn't come later this year, it's gonna come like next year or the year after that. It's gonna happen because markets go up, markets go down. Everybody panics And that's what I don't want for you. I don't want you panicking. So everyone, thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button. The algo called me the other day and said, we are officially pissed. And I'm like, I know, Ninja Nation's freaking awesome. And yeah, we're gonna get fancy on the channel. I still can't not be goofy. I don't give a flying rip what people think about me, except for the people that I wanna help. That's really all I wanna do. So to any one of you that have watched the channel and gotten some kind of, shimmer of good wisdom financially, do me a favor and just type 100. Makes me feel good. Then I don't cry, when I look at myself in the mirror. But anyway, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. The Rolex Indicator, buy this crap used. Oh, look, it's purple. See? And there's little things that moving. It glows in the dark, Buy this stuff used. This next cycle, I'm going to be buying art. I'm going to be buying exotic cars and not just Lambos, but I'm going to be buying I want, real GT40s and the real Shelby Cobras. And we're actually trying to buy a place right now to house all this stuff because the market's already turning. And like I did in 2008, 2012, I bought stuff for pennies on the dollar and then turned around and flipped them. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a big deal. Oh, and this is fake. Come on. You think I wear anything real? All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out. Everything's fake.